Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Today I shall discuss about the electric field due to uniformly charged infinite non-conducting plane sheet at a point which is near to this sheet. आज हम किसी अनंत विस्तार वाली अचालक एक समान रूप से आवेशित चादर के द्वारा अथवा प्लेट के द्वारा उत्पन्न वैद्युत क्षेत्र के बारे में डिस्कशन करेंगे. लेट there be a uniformly charged non-conducting infinite sheet माना एक अनंत विस्तार की समान रूप से आवेशित धनावेशित चादर है. Let there be a point P which is near to this sheet. Electric field has to be determined at that point. This point P can be taken also to the left side of the sheet. Therefore, at first we draw a Gaussian surface through point P and through the point P prime respectively. हम इस अनंत विस्तार की धनावेशित चादर के निकट किसी स्थित बिंदु P पर वैद्युत क्षेत्र को ज्ञात करना चाहते हैं और ये बिंदु P दाहिने स्थित से बाईं स्थित की ओर भी माना जा सकता है. इसलिए सर्वप्रथम बिंदु P प्राइम एवं B से होकर के गॉसियन पृष्ठ को खींचा जाए. सो एट फर्स्ट ड्रा ए गॉसियन सरफेस थ्रू द पॉइंट P एंड P प्राइम. इट विल बी समव्हाट लाइक दिस सिलेंड्रिकल स्ट्रक्चर. खींचा गया गॉसियन पृष्ठ इस बेलनाकार संरचना की भांति प्राप्त होगा. As we know, in the Whelan, in the case of the surface of the, as we know, in the case of the cylinder, there are three surfaces. किसी बेलन में तीन पृष्ठ होते हैं, दो समतल पृष्ठ होते हैं और एक वक्रीय पृष्ठ होते हैं. There are two there are three surfaces in the case of the cylinder. Two surfaces are the plane and one surface is the curved. So, the total flux phi E through the curved surface will be the electric flux through the surface 1 plus electric flux through the surface 2. Surface 2 is this one. Surface 1 is this one. Electric flux through the surface 3. Surface 3 is this curved surface. Closed surface integration of the scalar product of the electric vector and area vector for the surface 1. Closed surface integration of the scalar product of the electric vector and the area vector for the surface 2. Closed surface integration of the scalar product of electric vector and area vector for the surface 3. For first surface, electric field direction is in this way, and area vector is also in the direction of the electric field. Therefore, theta will be 0. For the first surface and for the second surface, direction of the electric field and area vector both are in the same direction. Therefore, angle for these two is 0. For the curved surface, this one, the angle between the electric field and area vector is 90 degree. Therefore, this will be 0. Remained this one, twice EDA equals twice EA. Therefore, total electric flux passing through this cylindrical Gaussian surface is phi E equals twice EA. Now, now by Gauss theorem, total electric flux is 1 by epsilon naught times of the charge. Now, from these two equations, from equation 1 and 2, twice E equals Q by epsilon naught implies that E equals Q upon twice epsilon naught. A equals Q by A, and Q by A equals surface charge density equals sigma upon twice epsilon naught A. Okay, this total discussion has been given in this one. So everything has been explained very well in this one. Okay, thanks.